Welcome to Scottish Swimming's official YouTube channel. No matter if you compete or participate in swimming, disability swimming, diving, synchro, open water, water polo or masters, if you're a teacher, tutor or coach, or simply interested in what we're up to, this is the place to find it, from wherever you are in the world. On our channel, you can watch our key events live or on demand, or simply the highlights afterwards, all for free 24/7. If you subscribe, you'll not miss any new videos, so what are you waiting for?
This is a come and try session for open water swimming at the Helix, a brand new man-made lagoon by Falkirk Community Trust. Scottish Swimming is trying to encourage more adults to become physically active through aquatics. This is the start of a much bigger project to try and get more adults involved in swimming.
First time doing open water swimming in a wetsuit in fresh water. You know, I've done a lot of open water swimming in the sea.
I've tried swimming in the sea before, but not in a lake or a lagoon.
I've started doing the elements of triathlon, and this is the last element, the swimming part. That's what held the most fears for me. So having something like this on my doorstep is fantastic.
There's a lot of people are so apprehensive about doing it, and then they come along and they're like, oh, he's that size or she's that size. Oh, I could have been here months ago.
The amount of things and tips that I learned, it's actually took my fear away a little bit. I really enjoyed it.
It was good to learn the techniques of keeping up with the person in front of you, techniques for sighting, all about the energy conservation, which I wasn't really aware of before.
We have a number of what are called masters swimming clubs, and these are clubs for adults to go swimming. It's really about adults getting a little bit of coaching, improving their fitness and actually just having a really good time.
It's the whole atmosphere. I think everybody's really up for it and everybody's really friendly.
The tuition, the facilities, and just the camaraderie with the people in the water was fantastic.
The beauty of masters and open water is you don't have to be a really good swimmer, you know. It's all about participation. I know it sounds a bit cliche, but yeah, it's just about getting in there and just having some fun and enjoying it.
This is all about fun, fitness and friendship. The sun is shining, people are smiling, they've all had a great time. The water's even quite warm, and it's just all happening here at the Helix.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Aberdeen Sports Village for the finals of Day 4 of the 2014 Scottish Gas National Age Group Championships. I'm Duncan McKinnell, and once again I'll be taking you through the action, and I'm joined in the commentary box this evening by Kerry Buchan and by Mark Campbell. Kerry just on the microphone at the moment. Good evening, Kerry, to you.
Good evening.
So we've got an exciting session coming up here. What takes your fancy?
There's a lot of the youngsters that I'm really excited about. In that first one, we've got Sophie Smith, who got the 800 gold, and she looked really good in that heat of the 200 this morning. And then in the next race, Anna Fleming, the 100 girl, against Lexi Waller, who's also a really talented swimmer. So that'll be an exciting race as well.
Yep, and we go up through the girls 200, then move on to the 100 breaststroke. be interesting to see how we get on George Clough. He had a really grueling 1500 this afternoon.
Yeah, that was an epic race between him and Ewan McComish. So be interesting to see how he's recovered from that 1500 for the breaststroke tonight.
Yep, up against Jacob Marchbank, the fastest qualifier there. After that, we move on to 100 backstroke. Perhaps the feature race on that one, maybe the 13-year-olds, Lexi Waller against Niamh Ritchie.
Yeah, Niamh Ritchie was on the second last heat this morning and went 107, and then Lexi 106. So both girls pushing themselves to a PB this morning. So hopefully they can both get in and have a good race tonight.
200 butterfly follows that, and we've got, so we talked about George Clough just now in that 1500. His sparring partner in that one was Ewan McComish, and he goes in the 14-year-old 200 butterfly.
Exactly, yeah. So both of their boys will be really tired. So, but I think Ewan will have rested up nicely, and hopefully he can beat that heat time. Then
continuing in the 200 butterflies, 16-17s will be interesting. Ryan Brown was actually faster than the 18 and overs this morning, 2:06.48, and he was going pretty hard at it there. I think he'll be a hot favourite on that one.
I think he will, yeah. Ryan's a really tough racer. I've watched him over the last few years, so yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got that one in the bag. If he can just go a little bit faster, I'm sure he'll be delighted.
And we finish off on the relays, but so lots and lots to get excited about here. There is a packed crowd here at the Aberdeen Sports Village. Don't forget that you can join in the action through Instagram /Scottish Swimming, SoundCloud to hear what the swimmers think about their performances. Lots and lots of pictures on Flickr. And of course, the Twitter sphere is alive and absolutely electric over this meet. #SnagsLive. And you can give us your comments. Tell us where you're watching from. Where are you? We've had people from Turkey. We've had people from New Zealand. So where are you? Are you somewhere nice? Are you beside a pool somewhere? Is it warm? Have you got your gin and tonic in your hand? I wish I had. Anyway, we are just about a minute away from the action here. We're going to be starting with the girls 200 freestyle. There is some exciting stuff to come on. We've got the teams around the poolside here. The drums are here. They're going to be drumming. The trumpets are here. They're going to be trumpeting. We've got the fancy hats. Don't know whether we've got the grass skirts, but we've got pretty much everything else. I think they will be up and noisy. They certainly have been the last few nights, and we're really looking for that. So looking along the supporters there, you can see everybody is up for this. And we are just about ready to go. About to see the first finalists come out onto the blocks. Here they come. So they are coming out, hiding away at the back at the moment, but we'll be going in lane 1 for Dundee City Aquatics, the 11-year-old Iona McLeod. Beside her in lane 2 for first, Kimmy Buchanan. In lane 3, we'll be swimming for Warrender. Just coming up to her block now, Emma Harvey. In lane 4, we've got the Heart of Midlothian swimmer, Kiana McInnes. We talked about this next swimmer, Sophie Smith of St Thomas, the 800 freestyle gold medalist and new national age group record holder. In 6 for Borough of Stockton is Laura McCluskey. In 7, representing Dumfries Dolphins, is Anya Watt. In lane 8 for Highland, Lucy Williamson. In lane 9, Aberdeen's Kirsty Stewart. And in lane 10, completing the field from Dundee City Aquatics, is Morven Adams. So that's your lineup. The fastest qualifier, Sophie Smith, 2:15.38. The heat times range between that and 2:23 from the two swimmers from Dundee. So let's see if Sophie Smith can add to her medal haul here. She, I think, will be the favourite, Kerry.
Yeah, agreed.
So away they go. And straight away off the dive, Sophie Smith is up there, but so in lane 4 is the butterfly specialist Kiana McInnes of Hearts. Not much between these two coming down the first length. Laura McCluskey of Borough of Stockton up there, and a good start in lane 8 from Highland's Lucy Williamson. So I think they're the early contenders. As they go through the first turn, let's see who gets the touch. It is Sophie Smith, only by 400s, 31.36.
Sophie came back strong in the heats this morning, so she can get her a little bit faster and she can come back strong again.
Well, side by side, Sophie Smith and Laura McCluskey. These two now well away, very, very competitive for the bronze medal as well. Kiana McInnes in 4, Anya Watt in 7. Maybe they just have third between them, although lane 2 also up there. But it is McCluskey just turning first there, 105.50, but still just tenths in it. But she has got a slight edge here, so maybe we should have been paying more attention to Laura McCluskey and the build-up to this one, because she is still leading the way here from Sophie Smith. We talked about maybe Sophie's back end abilities here. She's going to need them, because Laura McCluskey is going to go through the 150 with a reasonable lead here. 140.28, nearly a second up. Can Sophie come back from that?
Oh, I just don't know if she can. She needs to bring those legs in more if she's going to come back.
It's looking pretty good for Laura McCluskey now. She's holding that advantage. I think Sophie is starting to wind it up now. Has she left it too late? She is beginning to close, though. Coming up 15 meters to go. There's about a meter in it. McCluskey still has the edge, but Sophie Smith is closing that down now. It's neck and neck coming into the final 5 meters. It's going to be on the touch here. What a race to get us going. McCluskey holds on. 2:14.48. Smith second, 2:14.68. Must say, it didn't look like there was 2 tenths in that, and looked much closer than that.
Yeah, definitely. Really close race at the end there.
Kiana.
Sophie did the same as she did in the heat, just that fourth 50, just coming back really strong.
So that result does look to be confirmed. McCluskey, Smith and McInnes, and as we see that again, coming through then. So that was a brave fight back there from Sophie Smith. Here she comes, here she comes, here she comes. But in the end, it was Laura McCluskey who just got there. So we move on rapidly to our next final. This is the 13-year-old girls 200 freestyle. They're just about to make their way up to the blocks. Here they come. So here they come, the 13-year-olds. An array of talent. So in lane 1 from Dundee City Aquatic, Sally Morrison. In lane 2 from first, Lucy Buchan. In lane 3 from first, Katie Taylor. In lane 4 from Jersey Tigers, Lily Gordon. In lane 5 from City of Glasgow, Anna Fleming. In lane 6 from Hartlewood Lothian, Lexi Waller. In lane 7, representing Perth City, is Freya Thompson. In lane 8 from Warrendon, Eve Ritchie. In lane 9 from South Lanarkshire, Bobby Gregg. And in lane 10, representing Carnegie, is Ailey Collier. So Anna Fleming, 2:10.43. Well, we called it wrong in the first one.
We did indeed.
Do you think we'll get it right this time?
I think so. I think Anna's just too strong for these other girls in the 200. She's got a great first 100, and I don't think the other ones will be able to catch her after that.
Well, let's see if we're right this time. Anna Fleming in that white cap. Usually City of Glasgow wearing black caps, but Anna with the white version. She's looking focused. Lane 5. gets up onto the blocks as the whistle goes. So off we go. And coming out of the dive, it is Fleming with Waller beside her. Good start from Freya Thompson in lane 7. Lane 4, Lily Godden from Jersey, but it is straight away Anna Fleming moving through and into the lead. She's about a metre up now, coming to the 50 turn. Turns 29.85.
Yeah, Anna went out 29 this morning in the heat, so really strong front end from Anna.
Probably 100 is her strongest event, but here she is now, body length up. It's very competitive for silver and bronze here. I think Waller just has it at the moment from Thompson and Gordon in lane 4. But Anna Fleming about 3 metres clear now at the halfway mark. She is faster than she was in this afternoon's heats by about 3/10, 1:02.16. It is Waller in second place, Gordon in third. Then a scrap between the red caps, Perth, Freya Thompson and Warrender's Neve Ritchie for fourth place, along with Lily Gordon now coming up for a third place battle, but Anna Fleming at the front is well clear here.
Neve Ritchie just looks like she's creeping into second place now as well.
Yep, yet another impressive swim from the Warrender swimmer, but not as impressive as lane 5, Anna Fleming. So heading for home, 1:36.16. So around the 34 mark. So we're looking at something around 2:10 here, I think. 2:10.43 in the heat. Should be inside that, I think. It is looking like it is Neve Ritchie in second place, doing battle with Lily Gordon in lane 4. I think that's where the medals are going to. Still a doubt as to who's going to get the silver, but no doubt where the gold goes. Whoa, that was way faster than I thought. She really drove that home in the second half. And that is a terrific swim, less than half a second away from the 13-year-old age group record there. So terrific start from Anna Fleming, 2:08.47, and Lily Gordon takes silver there, 2:12.99 ahead of Neve Ritchie. 2:13.19 though. That is the 1, 2, 3, Fleming, Gordon and Ritchie. And there, as they come in there, Fleming just absolutely dominant there.
Yeah, from the get-go, even on that start, she was up in front. So yeah, really impressive. And that second 100 was really strong from her.
Yeah, 32-second final 50 there and driving it in strongly. But no rest, we're on to our next final. And this is the girls 14 years 200 freestyle. They're coming out onto the blocks now. Got an interesting one here. Could be a battle of the gold medalist in the 100, Cara Layden in 6 against the 400 freestyle gold medalist Sarah Branch in 5. We'll introduce the lineup for you. And in lane 1 from Helensburgh, we have Kate Storey. In lane 2 from South Lanarkshire, Nikki Miller. In lane 3 from Hong Kong Island, Ivy Lauren Richter. In lane 4 from Dundee City Aquatics, Hayley Grant. In lane 5 from Northampton, Sarah Branch. In lane 6 from Kelly College, Cara Layden. In lane 7 representing first, Lauren Pirouet. In lane 8 representing Warrender, Mari Swanson. In lane 9, representing first, Jenna Lafferty. And in lane 10, from the city of Aberdeen, Heather Mulvaney. So, this one, as I was talking about earlier, Sarah Branch and Cara Layden, you'd think it'd be between these two, but in the heats, it was Sarah Branch was pretty dominant here.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because obviously Cara's more of a sprinter and then Sarah a distance swimmer, so this is in between for both of them.
So on the evidence of the heats, though, you'd fancy Sarah. The Northampton swimmers had a pretty successful meet, and she'll be looking for more gold here to make a trip up to Inverness. Don't think we're in Inverness, we're in Aberdeen. Make that worthwhile. Yeah, after 4 days of competition, you almost forget where you are. What a start there, though, in lane 6 from Cara Layden.
Yeah. She's the 100 girl, so obviously she's worked a lot on her start and front end speed.
So at the turn, Cara Layden 29.61. Second place, Ivy Lauren Richter 29.65. So just 400 between them. Sarah Branch in third. So at the moment, well, saying it's not going to script, but Sarah Branch starting to look strong here. And of course, this is 4 lengths of the pool, not 2. And that will play to Sarah Branch's stamina. And she is moving through very nicely in the second 50, and she's moved from third to first in 101.75. Leads by about 1.5 meters now from Cara Layden. Third place, Lauren Pirouet, first swimmer in lane 7. And she is pushing to try and attack Cara Layden now. But it's looking good for Sarah Branch. Up to the 150. And heads for home. Let's check what the lead is. 1:35.10. It's the 2.5 over Layden, who still leads Lauren Pirouet, but only by a couple of tenths. So that's where the battle is for a silver medal. Cara Layden just ahead of Lauren Pirouet still. I don't think any of the other swimmers will feature in the medals. And it's just one swimmer who's going to feature at the top of the podium, and that is going to be Sarah Branch. So the 400 gold adds the 200 to her tally, 2:07.42. Over a second faster than her heat time. So she takes gold. Layden takes second, and I'm pleased for Lauren Pirouet because she's had a pretty miserable year with injuries and all sorts of loss of form. So to get her first medal of these championships, I'm sure will be good news for her.
Yeah, that was a great swim from Lauren there to come and get that bronze.
So just summarising that, Branch first, Layden second, and Pirouet third. The winning time, 2:07.42. So really from the halfway point on, in fact, before the halfway point, there was really only winner in that. And by the end of the race, it was Sarah Branch.
Yeah, she just sat on Cara's shoulder in that first 50 and then just pushed on from there.
So we're going to be going to presentations now. First set of presentations on their way. And this is the 10 to 12-year-old girls. And it's Maureen Campbell, the chair of Scottish Swimming, who's going to be doing these presentations for us. Bronze medalist is Kiana McInnes from Heart of Midlothian. Nice swim from her, adding to her butterfly medals. Sophie Smith then. Gold in the 800, just not able to replicate that in the 200. Because she was bettered by a couple of tenths, although it looked less. Laura McCluskey just must have just nailed her finish somewhat better, I think, than Sophie. It was a real thriller of a race. Sophie Smith, though, picks up the national gold medalist, with Laura not being a Scot from the borough of Stockton. So they're the three posing nicely on the podium for you. And our next medal presentation will be the 13-year-old girls. So Niamh Ritchie picking up the bronze. Continuing a very impressive series of results. We'll see her later in the backstroke. Silver medalist Lily Godden, all the way from Jersey, gets a silver medal. But there was really only ever one winner in this one, and that was the City of Glasgow swimmer, Anna Fleming. Be very interesting to see how Anna gets on at the ASA age groups this year. She was very successful in the freestyle last year. See if she can continue that as a 13-year-old. But we're back to swimming now. And any moment now we should see the next finalist coming out onto the blocks and coming into the commentary box. Just getting himself organised is Mark Campbell for these next couple of races. Good evening, Mark.
Good evening, Duncan.
Great to have you back, and just in time, I think, to see a pretty interesting race here. I think this one will be a very open one, this 15, 16-year-old race.
Yeah, I think I've been spoiled. I came into the hot seat at the right time. This is going to be a cracking race, I think.
So in lane 1, we've got City of Aberdeen's Jessica Thompson. In lane 2, also from City of Aberdeen, Ailey Duffy. In lane 3, from South Lanarkshire, is Meg Finnan. In lane 4, from Carnegie, Samantha Caulfield. In lane 5, representing West Lothian, Gulsum O'Neill. In lane 6, representing East Lothian, Jennifer Henderson. In lane 7, representing Warrender, Katie Stark. In lane 8, from Perth City, Erin Cummins. In 9, representing First, is Chanel Snedden. And in lane 10, representing South Lanarkshire, is Olivia Jackson. So Gulsum O'Neill, 2:09.08, the fastest qualifier here. Jennifer Henderson. So West Lothian versus East Lothian battle maybe, but Samantha Caulfield, I think, might be the dark horse here, and you can't discount Katie Stark, the sprinter, but she showed in the 400 that she had a lot of stamina.
Yeah, Sam Caulfield and Katie Stark have been having great meets so far, but they find themselves outside the middle lanes. Gulsum O'Neill and Jennifer Henderson I know they're in the middle lanes, but it would probably be a bit of a shock for them to win this, I would say.
So are we going for Caulfield or are we going for Stark? I have to warn you that Kerry and I did not have a good record in this.
I'll go for Stark.
Oh, well, I'll go for Caulfield then, and one of us has to be right, unless it's one of the others, of course.
We've got Meg Finnan, who's got a good distance pedigree, but this is maybe just a little bit too short for her.
So let's see how we go then. So they're halfway down the first length and going down the pool in a line here. Maybe it's his lane for Samantha Caulfield, just with the edge beside her, Gulsum O'Neill. I think it might be these two just leading them through the 50. Just check on that. Yes, Caulfield 29.11, O'Neill 29.19. Finnan, your shout there, 29.44 in third place, so she is in contention here.
Yeah, good start from Sam Caulfield. It's exactly where you want to be after the first 50. Really taking the race to them, setting the pace.
But a good second 50 from Gulsum O'Neill here, and she has gone into the lead now. Katie Stark now beginning to make her move in lane 7. Henderson in fourth place, but it's O'Neill and Stark now. 1:00.86 plays 1:01.11.
Really strong second 50 from Gulsum. Really, really good.
Caulfield and Henderson at the moment battling for third, but they're only a metre or so back. O'Neill still holds it, I think, from start, but it's close, this one. We said this could be a close one. You have arrived in the box just at the right time, Mark, so pull it through this turn.
These four girls are all still in it. These middle four, anyone could win this.
Stark now leads for the first time, 1:33.55. So the sprinter showing good middle distance tactics here. She went fairly easy on that first half, and look at her go now using that sprint skills. You called Katie Stark, Mark. I think it's looking good for you. There's a cracking battle on now between O'Neill and Henderson for the silver medal. Caulfield, I think, is going to be fourth here. It's Stark. Who's going to get second? It's anyone's race, but Katie Stark will take the gold. What a good swim that was, 2:05.13. Terrific swim there. Second place was Henderson, 2:06.73, and O'Neill third, 2:06.97. Caulfield missing out there, 2:08.01. So Katie Stark first in 2:05.13. Jennifer Henderson second, 2:06.73. And Gulsum O'Neill third, 2:06.97. So looking back at that race then, Stark.
Yeah, it was excellent tactics from her. She knew she had to use her sprint her sprint power at some point in the race. She chose to just hang on and save that for the last 50, and it definitely worked for her.
Absolutely blitzed that last 50, and what a race for second there. Just Jennifer Henderson just doing enough to get it in the end.
Yeah, it was the two slow starters almost that came through in the end. Gulsum and Sam Caulfield paying a wee bit for their early pace, but cracking swims. Another great one coming up for us here as well.
Yep, we've got the 17 and overs up onto the blocks now. And just waiting for them to come forward, and we'll introduce them to you. And coming up to the block then in lane 1, Northampton Zoe Giddon. In lane 2 for Dumfries, Abby Houston. In 3 from Edinburgh University, Hayley Monteith. In 4, representing Best, Lucy Hope. In lane 5, representing Geary, Hannah Miley. In lane 6, representing Carnegie, Rachel O'Donnell. In lane 7, representing South Aberdeenshire, Rachel Masson. In lane 8, from First, Rebecca Murray. In lane 9, from South Aberdeenshire, Jessica Christie. And in lane 10, representing East Lothian, Gillian Clark. So Hannah Miley, 2:02.47. She's shown some very strong freestyle form in recent weeks.
Yeah, she set the pace in the heats this morning. She worked hard to get that time. I don't think she'll go too much quicker. So a lot of the girls could be in with a chance. If not the gold, definitely the medals.
And there she is in lane 5, focusing as she always does on the task in hand. And away they go. Good start from Hayley Monteith, the Edinburgh University swimmer, has had a good season.
Yeah, she's showed some good form in the freestyle events. Normally the breaststroker, but really coming strong in the freestyle this year.
Lane 2, also Abby Houston, the distance freestyler, off to a strong start here. Of course, we saw in the previous final, swimmers just sort of biding their time a bit in the first half, then coming through strongly in the second half. Gillian Clark over on the far side, actually the first to turn, 28.94. That's a little bit of a surprise, although Gillian has a good 200 free track record.
Yeah, Gillian is good over the 200 free, but maybe just jumping the gun a little bit. You never know, can't write her off yet.
Hannah Miley, though, now starting to make her move. And I think she's passed Gillian now and leading in the white cap in the centre lane. So Miley then going through the halfway, 59.52.
Great first half from Hannah. She looks so strong.
So it bodes well for, we hope, for what's going to come up. But look at lane 4 moving now. Lucy Hope, part of the 4x2 team to represent Scotland next month. What can she do here in the closing stages? Just over a length to go. It's still Miley, though. She is looking very much the favourite, going through 1:30.34. 1.3 up on Hope in second place. Clark hanging on to third.
Yeah, Gillian in with a real shot of a medal here if she can hang on down this last length.
And it's Hannah Miley now. Looks to be well in control here. So her time in the heats was 2:02.47. Let's see if she can go faster than that. There's a cracking race developing for the other medals now. That is about 2 from 4. 2:00.77. That's terrific stuff there from Miley.
Joint second.
Wow. Tie for the silver medal then. And it's Lucy Hope and Rachel Masson. 2:03.73, and they were just 11 hundredths ahead of Rachel O'Donnell there, who was finishing strongly at the end. So just summarising that one, Hannah Miley takes it 2:00.77.
Yeah, that was a great swim from Hannah right from the start. She really went for it. You don't see her swim like that very often. She usually kind of hangs back and then nails the second half, but right from the start there, she was determined to get that one.
And dead heat for second there, Lucy Hope and Rachel Masson. So Hannah Miley showing strong form here a month out from the games. This is getting exciting for her and for us.
Yeah, but for the second, we've seen another slow starter, Rachel Masson, coming through to the end. So another sprinter hanging on and using her sprint speed down that last 50, just like Katie Stark did.
So we're going back to the podium now. And our next presentation will be the 14-year-olds. Once again, it's Maureen Campbell, the chair of Scottish Swimming, will be doing the presentations. And she will be awarding the bronze medal to the first swimmer, Lauren Pirouet. So Cara Layden takes the silver. From Kelly College. And the Open champion once more, Sarah Branch. That was an impressive swim from Sarah.
Yeah, she's had a good week. She's the 400 as well. So I think she took the gold. Good week for her.
Lauren Pirouet, as the top Scot, takes the national medal. So nice for her. Be nice to see Lauren coming back to the strong form she showed as a 12-year-old. Had a very tough couple of years. Hopefully we're coming out of that now. Moving on to the 15-16s now. So this was an interesting race. And here are the medalists. Bronze medalist. She started out really strongly. The first half she was leading. In the end, settles for the bronze medal, Gull Simonal of West Lothian. Just ahead of her, and I mean just, was East Lothian's Jennifer Henderson. 206.73 against 206.97. But a clear winner with a very impressive second half. She's shown now that she's very strong over a range of freestyle distances. Katie Stark of Warrender. So not just a sprinter anymore. A tribute to her training program at the Warrender Club under Laurel Bailey. And the 17 and overs are next up. And you'll notice the bronze podium is empty, and that's because we have a dead heat for the silver medal. That's best swimmer Lucy Hope, and from South Aberdeenshire, Rachel Masson. But the gold medal is 2:00.77. Here is Hannah Miley. What a swim that was. So 2:03.73, the tying time for Hope and Masson. And Kerry Buffing just shuffling back into the co-pilot seat. And it's just in time for the boys' 100 breaststroke. What are we going to see in this next one, Kerry, do you think?
I'm really not sure, but Ryan Retson is back in again, and you never want to count him out, but breaststroke isn't his best race. He's got the 200 fly later on, so... And Archie had a good swim this morning, so it's pretty open in this one, I'd say. Yeah,
it could be very interesting. There were, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 swimmers, all in 1:16, so probably, well, let's go, one of the 6. Right, just take this one. Swimmers just getting themselves set up. We'll introduce them in a moment. In lane 1 from 5 Performance is Lewis Bailey. In lane 2 we've got North Lanarkshire's Callum Warnock. In lane 3 from Carnegie, Greg Rowe. In 4 from First, Ryan Retson. In 5 from Warrender, Archie Goodburn. In 6, representing Inverleith, Fraser Allison. In lane 7, representing North Lanarkshire, Thomas Balfour. In lane 8, from Carnegie, Callum Barnes. In lane 9, from Middlesbrough, George Crawford. And in lane 10, from City of Glasgow, Angus Nichol. We've also got an Invalese swimmer in here, Fraser Allison. It's a long time, I think, since we've seen a Invalese swimmer in contention for a national gold medal. Not since the days of Ian McMillan and Andrew Rodgie, and that's going back a bit.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, it's great to see such a wide variety of clubs in every final.
But as we said, we think this one probably very open indeed. So away we go, 2 lengths of the pool. Nice, whoa, look at that start from lane 4, Ryan Retson, wow.
Just that underwater pull out, he got a body length off everybody else there.
Coming out of the water, out of that though, and into the stroke, and he's not holding that. It is good burn coming at him, but what fantastic starting skills there. Watch that on the YouTube later on if you get the chance. It's worth looking back at. But as they come to the turn, let's see who's got the touch now. It is still Retson, 34.63 against Goodburn, 34.75.
Another great pull out there by Ryan.
So those turning skills absolutely bringing him to the fore here. And so he is still just about in the lead, but Goodburn is attacking him hard. Greg Rowe is pushing on, looking like lane 7 as well. Thomas Balfour is in the mix, but it looks like Goodburn is moving through now. The Warrender swimmer in lane 5 has got about 1.5 meters advantage. He's going to take this one. Balfour maybe in second place. So Goodburn takes it, 1:13.56. He takes it, second place, Balfour. And the crowd just below us goes ecstatic because that's where Carnegie's are sitting. And one of theirs gets the bronze, Greg Rowe there. So just summarising that then, Goodburn 1:13.56, exactly a second ahead of Balfour, Thomas Balfour of North Lanarkshire, 1:14.56, and Greg Rowe there, 1:15.07. So after that great turn from Ryan Retson, it was Archie Goodburn, Kerry.
Yeah, he just went past him after that pull out and never looked back. It was a great pace race from Archie there. And all the others, especially Greg Rowe, just came storming back in that last 10 meters.
So excellent stuff there. We're seeing already some really good finals tonight. Let's see what the 14-year-olds can bring. This one also could be very interesting. This one of the ones we talked about at the top of the broadcast. And they're just coming on to poolside now. 1:12's the fastest time from these guys. And just preparing themselves and coming to the blocks. In lane 1, we have first swimmer Ben Johnson. In lane 2, from Kilmarnock, Ewan Leslie. In 3, from North Lanarkshire, William Balfour. In lane 4, from Workington, Connor Joyce. In lane 5, from Perth City, Jacob Marchbank. In lane 6, from Warrender, George Clough. In lane 7, from Mulgrave Bearsden, Michael Alcorn. In lane 8, representing Highland, Douglas Ross. In lane 9, representing City of Aberdeen, Finn Davison. And in lane 10, he got a swim off to get into this final, West Lothian's Ross Neely. He swam very fast in that swim off. Now, quite often the swimmers can't replicate that when it comes to the final. We've seen what Ross does, but at the front, I think this could be very interesting. George Clough, of course, from that 1500, as he put that away from him and excel in probably what is his best area in the breaststroke. Jacob Marchbank, though, the fastest qualifier, 1:12.02. Very noisy crowd for this one, but they'll quieten down for the start. And straight away noisy again as we go. Not a good start from the fastest qualifier, Jacob Marchbank. He was left a bit there. Lane 4, Connor Joyce. Lane 6, George Clough. Lane 7 going well as well, Michael Alcorn. Marchbank's getting into his stroke now. And he has made up that deficit from the start pretty well. Let's see who has the touch at the 50. It's close, it's Clough, 33.45. And Clough maybe with half a metre. Lane 4, Connor Joyce looking good. He has second place. Anyone's race for third at the moment. Marchbank, Alcorn in particular. I think I'm going to battle that one out. But Clough has it. Doesn't seem to be showing any ill effect from the 1500. He's about a metre up. He needs to hold it together though, because Connor Joyce is pushing very hard here. But I don't think Clough will be caught here. He's going to take it. 1:10.33. He improves on his heat time by over 2 seconds and takes the second breaststroke gold for him. Second place, Connor Joyce, 1:10.68, and Marchbank of Perth takes the Jacob Marchbank 1:11.64. Just wait for confirmation of that. It's not yet scrolled, but now it has. So George Clough first, 1:10.33. Connor Joyce in second, 1:10.68, and Jacob Marchbank third, 1:11.64. And into the replay then, and really there was only one winner. It was a question of who was going to be second. George Clough then showing good technique down those closing stretch.
Yeah, really great technique there. He's got a long stroke. He's a big guy, but that was a long stroke. And he's not showing any ill effects of that battle that he had against Ewan McComish in that 1500 earlier.
So, good race there. Nice slow-mo at the end there just to show the technique as we move rapidly on to the 15-year-olds. And Mark Campbell is back with me for this one.
Again, taking the hot seat at a good time, I think.
So we've got the swimmers at the blocks and just coming up now, having sorted themselves out. In lane 1, we've got Dumfries's Samuel Johnson. In lane 2, from Warrender, Cameron Broadfoot. In lane 3, from South Lanarkshire, Ross Burns. In lane 4, from Warrington, Adam Poole. In lane 5, representing South Ayrshire, Cameron Muir. In lane 6, representing Carnegie, Craig McLean. In lane 7, representing South Ayrshire, is Josh Mitchell. In lane 8, from West Lothian, Samuel Jones. In lane 9, representing Wren 96, is David Muir. And in lane 10, South Lanarkshire's Ross McPherson.
Cameron Muir was so impressive on the 200 breaststroke, but I don't think it would take a brave man to write Craig McLean off.
Well, I must admit, in the years I've been watching Craig swim, I've never classed him as a breaststroker, but based on his form this week, I don't think you can discount anything from Craig.
Yeah, I've not seen him do much breaststroke in the past, but we'll soon find out.
So off we go. As you say, we'll soon find out. And
great start from Craig.
Yeah, we saw that. Nice start as well in lane 2 from Cameron Broadfoot. But it is Craig McLean with the early lead. Cameron Muir has about a metre to catch up after they came out from the dive. And it is McLean who's holding that advantage, and it looks like coming towards the turn here. It looks very much like it's going to be these two battling it out here at the turn. It is McLean, 31.42 from Muir, 31.71. Can Cameron Muir come back at Craig McLean down the second leg here? It's pretty close, but it still is McLean who's up by about half a metre here. Race on for third, maybe Broadfoot just about holding it, but that's close. But at the front, here comes Cameron Muir. He's got the technique in the breaststroke, and then the end, that's what's going to tell. It's Cameron Muir of South Ayrshire. He comes through to take it, 106.72. Second place, Craig McLean, 107.15. Adam Poole it is that comes through to take the third spot there. So,
what a swim from Cameron Muir. He's absolutely delighted with as well. I think he must be one of the first people to beat Craig McLean this week. Has he been beaten? Has Craig been beaten?
He has now.
He has now, definitely, yeah. Great swim from Cameron. He stays quite low in the water, just really, really efficient. He knew coming off that second 50, he was probably going to come back faster.
So the 1, 2, 3, Cameron Muir 106.72, Craig McLean takes second 107.15, Adam Poole third 111.44. And just showing the replay of that just emphasises the point she made there, Mark, around Cameron's stroke.
Yeah, it's just so low, so efficient. He's got a nice hunch in his back. Has a wee look towards Craig just as he goes in the last couple of strokes, but manages to hold on and get the win.
So we're going to medal presentations now. And picking up the bronze medal in the 11 to 13 age group, 100 breaststroke, Greg Rowe of Carnegie. It's a rapturous applause of the audience.
Yeah, he was delighted as well when he finished. He'll be happy with that.
Thomas Balfour of North Lanarkshire takes silver, 1:14.56. Archie Goodburn, the gold medalist of Warrender. The 1, 2, 3 there. Fourteen-year-olds coming up. Perth City picking up another medal. Jacob Marchbank for the bronze medal. Silver medalist from Workington's Connor Joyce. And an excellent gold medal to the Warrender swimmer, George Clough. So we'll be back to the swimming now. The 16, 17-year-old final is next up. Ian Rose and Tobermory Mackay champion both took the heats fairly seriously this morning.
Yeah, they both look good. Tobermory did a nice PB this morning, so we'll see if we can take some more off. I would think Ian Rose has a little bit more in the tank, a little bit more to give, but also Greg Watson had a decent swim, so can't write him off either. And Kieran Preston in lane 7, who won the 200, he had a great swim, a great final swim in the 200, so I don't know.
So 1 of 4, we reckon. And they're out there now and getting themselves prepared. First to come up to the blocks in lane 1 is Starling Scott MacArthur. In lane 2, it's Craig Barnes of Carnegie. In lane 3 is Benedict Tortolano of Stirling. In lane 4, Mulgai and Bearsden's Greg Watson. In lane 5, from Warrender, Ian Rose. In lane 6, from Perth City, Tobermory Mackay champion. In lane 7, from South Aberdeenshire, is Kieran Preston. In lane 8, from South Lanarkshire, Matthew Fennick. In lane 9, from West Lothian, Craig Watt. And in lane 10, from East Lothian, Chris McComb. Let's see who of those 4, or maybe one of the others, is going to get this one.
Yeah, Chris McCollum's had a few good final swims as well, so Can't write him off in the outside lane.
So we're underway. Nice starting skills there from Greg Watson in lane 4. Beside him, Ian Rose. Tobermory Mackay champion. Lane 3, Benedict Tortolano after a decent start.
Looks like Ian Rose down this first 50.
Yeah, Ian Rose, very aggressive stroke there and comes through 30.94. He's a couple of tenths faster than he was this morning. Lane 4, Greg Watson is working hard, battling with Tobermory Mackay champion, I think, for the silver medal, and maybe battling for the gold now as he comes up almost alongside Ian Rose here. Ian still just got the edge here from Watson and Mackay champion. It's going to be between these three. Can Ian Rose hold on to this one? He's certainly not clear yet. Into the last couple of meters on the touch. It goes to Rose, 105.92. He had to work hard for that one. Watson gets second and Mackay champion takes third. So that was pretty much of a thriller there. Preston fourth, so the 4 we called, 1 to 4. So
yeah,
that's not bad. Good spotting skills from Mark there. So just summarising that result, Ian Rose, 105.92, takes the gold medal. The silver will go to Mulgai and Bearsden's Greg Watson, and the bronze to Perth City's Tobermory Mackay champion. So the replay there, it was all pretty frantic stuff coming into the last 10 metres.
Yeah, I think Greg Watson maybe just tried to make his move a little bit too early. As he got to the last few strokes, he was starting to just move up and down a little bit, whereas Ian Rose was nice and smooth. As I said, his aggressive stroke just carried him through to the finish and got the win. Good swim from Ian, he will be happy with that.
Yeah, improving on his heat time. You always want to make progression from heats to finals. And we've got just the 5 swimmers in this 18 and over final that's coming up next, but that doesn't mean there's going to be any lack of quality here, because there's some good swimmers in this one. Just getting themselves ready. So coming up to the blocks in lane 3 is Carnegie's Mark Sharanek. In lane 4 from City of Glasgow is Rory Shirley. In lane 5 from Warrender, Chris Kerr. In lane 6, Jack McComish of City of Glasgow. And lane 7, Warrender's Daniel Lim.
I think this will be a battle between the Warrender guys. Chris Carr wasn't happy that we were saying that he got DQ'd a lot this morning, so maybe wanting to prove a point to us.
You can see that light beside Jack McComish. He's a hearing impaired swimmer, so he uses that light to get in the way. Although I don't think it went off there, so that's a disadvantage for him. Great start from Mark Sharanek, straight away about 1.5 meters up there in lane 3. Now, he was absolutely coasting in the heats this morning, as probably quite a few of these swimmers were, with the exception of Chris Kerr. He went at it fairly hard.
Looks like Daniel Lim maybe with the early lead. Oh, it is Sharanek.
29.61 for Sharanek, 30.31 for Lim. Kisker third, 30.49. So the 2 Warrender swimmers chasing the Carnegie swimmer, Mark Sharanek. Sharanek, of course.
Mark's away here. Mark's absolutely away.
Well, this is getting tight here. Now, we've seen Mark Sharanek overhauled in the closing stages in some races this week. Don't think that's going to happen this time. Mark Sharanek is about 1 meter up, and he's holding that then. So he comes through. Rory Shirley finishing strongly, but it is our Warrender 2-3. So Sharanek takes it 104.04. And he'll be happy with that. Came into this meet with a 105 entry time. So you have to be happy with the seconds improvement there at this level.
Yeah, 104.0 for what is probably his worst stroke. Is excellent swim from him.
So just summarising that, Mark Sharanek, 104.04, just 300ths between the two Warrender swimmers. Chris Kerr, 105.16, 105.19 full limb. So at the end there, it was Sharanek. Just thought for a moment at 15 metres to go he might get caught, but not a bit of it.
Yeah, it came off the wall at 50. I thought it might have been closer. I thought Daniel and Chris might have started to claw him back, but he held on really well. As he got to 15, maybe it started to tie up a little bit, but that was a really strong swim. 104.0 is really good swimming, especially on his worst stroke.
Yeah, of course, a great 200 IM swimmer, and if he can bring his breaststroke up to the standard of the others, that bodes really well for his IM. So back to medal presentations now. And this is the 15-year-olds. Warrington swimmer is getting up the bronze medal. That's Adam Poole. 111.44 for him. Silver medalist Craig McLean. Well, he won't be used to that spot on the podium. Might be the only time he's there all week.
I think he's still just about taller than Cameron Muir, even though he's on the second podium.
Yeah, but that was a lovely second 50 from the gold medalist Cameron Muir of South Ayrshire.
Yeah, great swim from Cameron.
106.72. Came in again, 107.70, so also a second improvement for Cameron. You see when they all go onto the same podium, he's not the biggest lad, is he?
No, he's tiny. He's managed to get the 100 and 200, so great effort from him.
And on to the presentation for the 16-17s. Tobermory Mackay champion takes the bronze medal for Perth City, 106.38. Silver medalist, that was a nice swim from Greg Watson, really strong at the finish, 106.13. Ian Rose, very strong throughout the race and a strong finish to tie it up, 105.92. Ian Rose of Warrender.
Yeah, strong swim from Ian. I would say he'll still be fairly confident that he can pick up towards the end of the season, maybe the ASAs. That's a good benchmark to set going on to the end of the season.
Another one is just nudging inside his entry time. 106.03 came into the meet-in, so a tenth taken off that as we move to the final presentation of this sequence, the 18 and overs, the race we've just seen. And it's Daniel Lim picking up the bronze, 105.19. Just a tiny bit in front of him, his teammate Chris Kerr, 105.16. And that great swim then from Mark Sharanek gets him a gold medal, 104.04.
Big margin in the end.
Yep, a second. So it really wasn't in any great doubt. So that completes the boys' breaststroke. Next up we go to the girls and the 100 backstroke. Quick seat shuffle beside me as Kerry comes back. Just in time for the final of the 10 to 12-year-old girls.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your finalists in the girls 10 to 12 years.
And here they come onto the starting area. So on to introduce the swimmers to you. In lane 1 for Stirling, Amy Malone. In lane 2 from Heart of Midlothian, Kiana McInnes. In lane 3 from Dumfries Dolphins, Gemma McLeod. In lane 4 representing Warrender, Emma Harvey. In lane 5 from South Lanarkshire, Meredith Scott. In lane 6 from Warrender, Rasheen Ramsey. In lane 7 from South Ayrshire, Katie Robertson. In lane 8 from South Lanarkshire, Abigail Main. In 9 from North Lanarkshire, Siobhan Fraser. And in lane 10 from St Thomas, Sophie Smith. So that's the lineup. Rasheen Ramsey, the 200 backstroke gold medalist, goes in lane 6. Meredith Scott, the fastest qualified, just 200ths between them. We've got 3 swimmers in 1:12, so you would think, Kerry, that that's where the action will be focused on.
I think so. I think that between these 3 middle lanes for sure.
Yeah, a pretty noisy crowd for this one, but they're a knowledgeable crowd, so they'll know when to be quiet. And that's pretty much now. So off we go. Around about the 10 meters, push out for the best of them there. In lane 3, lane 4 rather, Emma Harvey of Warrender has a good start there.
Yeah, Emma had the best start there.
Lane 5 just behind her, Meredith Scott. Lane 6, Rasheen Ramsey. Same with the 3 we called, and it looks like they are the leading 3, although up with them is Gemma McLeod of Dumfries. She's in 4th place. This is Harvey, who turns 34.26. She's about a metre up still, about 30 metres to go. Very close for second now between Scott and Ramsey. They're about a metre still behind Harvey, though. Is this going to be Emma Harvey's first gold? The other 2 are beginning to close on her, though. So it is these 3. It's Emma Harvey still has the edge. She's holding them at bay. Emma Harvey in lane 4. Looks like she's going to take her first gold of these championships. And she does. 1:10.60. Ramsey second, 1:11.12. A Warrender 1-2 with Meredith Scott third, 1:11.34. And the results there for you. 1:10.60. Emma Harvey then. Second, Rasheen Ramsey, 1:11.12. Meredith Scott, 1:11.34. All of them faster than they were this afternoon. And replaying there, Emma Harvey came under quite a lot of pressure there, but she held it off very well.
Yeah, Rasheen came storming back there, especially in the last 10 meters, but Emma managed to just hold on for that finish there.
So good stuff from Emma Harvey. And that will earn her her first gold medal of these championships. As we get ready for our second backstroke final. This is one I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, this is going to be an exciting one between the 2 girls in the middle lanes.
Here they come on to the block area. And introducing the swimmers. In lane 1, representing Forest Bluefins, Faye Prosser. In lane 2, representing North Ayrshire, Emma Scully. In lane 3, representing Warrender, Jessica Damon. In lane 4, representing Aberdeen, Hannah Dryborough. In lane 5, representing Heart of Midlothian, Lexi Waller. In lane 6, representing Warrender, Neve Ritchie. In lane 7, representing South Ayrshire, Megan Niven. In lane 8, representing Dundee City Aquatics, Ali Morrison. In lane 9, representing Mulgai and Bearsden, Zoe McDonald. And in lane 10, representing Dundee City Aquatics, Tristan Jones. So in the heat, Waller 1:06.48, Ritchie 1:07.36. Do you think that's a significant guide?
Yeah, I think that both of their techniques are really good. As I said earlier, they've both got really steady heads and good technique. So it'll be whose skills are better, I think, that'll win this race.
Waller, I think, will be pretty keen to get it. She's been there or thereabouts, but we've not seen her on the top of the podium yet. And I think she'll fancy that this is her chance. Lexi Waller of Hearts. Silver medalist last year. She dearly want to go one better this year. So let's see whether she can as they take off. Nice starting skills from Jessica Damon in lane 3. Beside them, Hannah Driver in 4, Waller in 5. Not a brilliant start from Niamh Ritchie in 6.
No, Waller had the better start out of the two of them there.
Good start from Hannah Driver, and she is pushing on here in lane 4, but it does look like Waller is going to lead them through the turn here. Lexi Waller then. Let's check her time, 32.63. Ritchie is now up to second, ahead of Driver. They're the 1, 2, 3 at the turn. And Niamh Ritchie is pushing on here to try and catch Lexi Waller. It is going to be between these two as we thought. Waller still just has the edge, half a length to go. She's less than half a metre up though. Niamh Ritchie is still right there with her. Hannah Driver is looking good for third place ahead of Megan Niven, but it's Waller. Is she starting to move up? She is. She's about a metre up now on Ritchie. It's going to be Waller. Lexi Waller of Hearts Midlothian takes it. The Hearts crowd going delirious on the far side. Second place, Niamh Ritchie, 106.23. And third place goes to the Aberdeen swimmer, Hannah Driver, in 107.67. So that result rapidly confirmed there. It's Lexi Waller who takes the gold, 105.55. Niamh Ritchie, the silver, 106.23. And the bronze to Hannah Driver.
I love to see that. Lexi Waller had a massive grin on her face there. Absolutely delighted with that gold.
And it was well worked for as they see the replay. So second replay showing you there. Good close-up of her performance. And, well, great stuff there. Really strong in that last 25 metres or so. And we go on rapidly to our next final. So just an apology about that replay. I think we just picked up the wrong swimmers there, but hope it doesn't spoil your enjoyment. And we'll go straight on to our next final. In lane 1, representing first in the 14-year-olds, Lauren Pirouet. In lane 2, also representing first, Jenna Lafferty. In lane 3, representing Warrender, Mari Swanson. In lane 4, representing the City of Glasgow, Robin Crawford. In lane 5, representing City of Aberdeen, is Caroline McIntosh. In lane 6, representing Warrender, Charlie Cavens. In lane 7, representing Hong Kong Island, Ivy Lauren Richter. In lane 8, representing North Ayrshire, Katrina Fowley. In lane 9, representing Dumfries Dolphins, Eve White. And in lane 10, a second Hong Kong swimmer, Ali Bazarian. So Caroline McIntosh got a terrific reception from the crowd as she was introduced.
Yeah, the home crowd supporting her all the way.
And can she bring it home for City of Aberdeen here? She was the fastest qualifier by over a second, 1:08.33. She went very deep there, and it certainly gave her a good advantage there. Right at the 15.
I thought she was going to go past the 15 there, but she managed to pop up just in time there.
So Caroline McIntosh off to a strong start. So over on the far side, Ali Bazarian showing great skills, and beside her, Eve White. So keep your eyes out there as well. As we come to the halfway point, it is going to be McIntosh leading them through, 32.61. And she's looking in good shape now. Ivy Lauren Richter in second. Charlie Cavens, the 200 winner, in lane 6, maybe just battling for second now. So she will come back strong in the closing stages here, but I'm not sure she's going to catch Caroline McIntosh here. She's up by about 1.5 meters here. Cavens is working hard. She's looking good for the silver. Third, I think it's going to be Ivy Lauren Richter, but it's going to be Caroline McIntosh. She never really had that one in doubt. Well, apart from that slightly narrow squeak at the start, 106.40 for her. So came into the meet with a 107.15, did a 108.33 in the heat, so that's a big improvement there for her into the final. Caven second, 107.37. Ivy Lauren Richter, another Hong Kong-bound medal, 108.49. So the replay up there, and Caroline McIntosh looking strong throughout there and continuing it through to the final stages.
Yeah, great finish there as well. Charlie came back really quick as well, but just Charlotte was just the better swimmer tonight.
Yep, so
Caroline, sorry.
Caroline, yes, a popular home victory there for the City of Aberdeen swimmer. I think we got the right swimmer there. So back to the podium. And the first of our medal presentations, the 10 to 12-year-olds. Meredith Scott of South Lanarkshire gets bronze. Machine Ramsey, the Warrender swimmer, picks up the silver. Emma Harvey looks pretty pleased to get the gold medal. So Warrender 1-2. Meredith Scott of South Lanarkshire, the bronze medalist. And the 13-year-old presentation. Another swimmer looking pretty pleased at the top of the podium there.
I don't think she stopped smiling since she got out.
Bronze medalist, though, is Aberdeen's Hannah Dryborough. Silver medalist, Warrender's Neve Ritchie. So Warrender having a very useful night tonight. They were leading the team competition after 3 days, and I don't think tonight will have done them any harm. And, well, absolutely ecstatic there. Waves to the crowd.
Oh, that's brilliant to see. She's absolutely delighted.
Lexi Waller of Hearts, 105.55. And her night has been made. So we're coming to the 15-16s, and Mark's back with me for this one. You always say when you come back to the box, I've arrived just in time for a cracker, and I think you've done that here.
Well, I don't like to say it again, but we do have another great race just coming up. It seems to be every single race is amazing at this meet, but this one will be a particular highlight.
Get your full teeth sorted, and we'll get ourselves underway. Tame Bruce, Karen Reid, certainly you would think probably the contenders here. Hayley Duthie, Jennifer King as well.
Yeah, I would expect Karen Reid to really use her speed down the first length, but we've got the girls, they'll be coming back at her all the time.
So introducing the swimmers in lane 1, we have Alex Cunningham of East Lothian. In lane 2 from Western Bartonshire is Chloe Barclay. In lane 3 from St Thomas is Katie Phillips. In lane 4 from Carnegie, Tane Bruce. In lane 5 from South Ayrshire, Karen Reid. In lane 6 representing City of Aberdeen, Hayley Duthie. In lane 7 representing North Ayrshire, Jennifer King. In lane 8 representing Stirling Swim, Cara Smith. In lane 9, representing Geary, Shannon Crawford. And in lane 10, representing South Lanarkshire, Rachel Saxon. So there the swimmers. Karen Reid, the fastest qualifier, 104.59. Probably the favourite, but probably better over 50 than over 100.
Kane's had a great meet as well, but yeah, I would expect Karen to win this.
So the 15-year-old against Tane, who's 16 today. Can she get a gold medal for her birthday? We're about to find now. Karen Reid, as I said, the fastest qualifier. Let's check the breakouts. Around about 12, 13 meters. Reid and Bruce coming out almost together. These two have the advantage over the others. Looks like Reid does lead in lane 5 by maybe half a metre from Tame Bruce. Going well in lane 3, Katie Phillips of St Thomas, and in lane 6, Hayley Duthie of City of Aberdeen. At the turn then, it's Reid going through 31.49. Duthie up to second place, and Chloe Barclay, well, we'll need to keep an eye on her in lane 2 because she has had a cracking first half there. 31.49 Reid's time at the halfway point, and she still leads with half a length to go. She's about a metre up on Hayley Duthie in second place. Oh, it's anyone's race for third here, but it's looking like Reid and Duthie are going to get the 1 and 2. Tane Bruce maybe just edging into third place. She was only 6th at the turn, but it is Reid taking it. Duthie second, and Tane Bruce does take third. The time 1:04.05 for the 15-year-old from South Ayrshire, and she takes gold with that time. Hayley Duthie, I think, will be pretty pleased with that. 1:04.66 for the silver, and Tame Bruce in third place, 1:05.59 for her. So that is the confirmed result there. So bringing that one in, and really not in doubt, I don't think.
Nah, Karen looked pretty in control of the race right from the start. She's got such a lovely stroke, able to slow it down a little bit, slow the rate down a little bit for the 100 metres. Excellent swim. That was she just wanted it, I think.
Yeah, I think maybe just starting to master that progression from the 50 to the 100.
Yeah, starting to get the pace in a little bit better.
So really exciting prospect, Karen Reid. One of a number of girls in that South Ayrshire programme who are really exciting talents. So next up we have the 17 and over final. They are ready to be introduced to you. So in lane 1 from West Lothian we have Sophie Ross. In lane 2 from Geary, Orla Adams. In lane 3 from City of Aberdeen, Emily Grant. In lane 4 from Carnegie, Chelsea Lawson. In lane 5 representing Best, Lucy Hope. In lane 6 representing Geary, Hannah Miley. In lane 7 representing Carnegie, Kirsty Simpson. In lane 8 representing East Lothian, Rachel Sharples. In lane 9, representing Hong Kong Island, Brigitte Maria Kwong. And in lane 10, representing Mulgai and Bearsden, Julie Williams. So the fastest qualifier here, Lucy Hope, 1:04.92. Hannah Miley, half a second back on her. I think Hannah will take this one, or will Lucy hold on to her heat's advantage?
Hannah did look really good in that 200 freestyle. I think she's on it tonight. I expect her to probably get the win.
There's Chelsea Lawson, the 200 specialist, maybe 100, not quite long enough for her. Kirsty Simpson, also a very fine backstroker. She goes in lane 7. So certainly you'd think the 3 medalists would come from those 4.
Yeah, those will be the 4 leading the field, I would say.
Look how high Hannah Miley was on the blocks there, and that gives her great propulsion off it. But it's Lucy Hope coming out of the push-off with about a meter's advantage. So she also looked very sharp in the heat. 1:04.92. As I said, the fastest qualifying time And showing some good form ahead of the Commonwealth Games. Lanes, wow, look at Kirsty Simpson. In fact, it's Kirsty who leads 30.91 there. And can she hold this together in the second half? That was a really terrific swim there from her in the first half. Lucy Hope in second place. Hannah Miley in third, narrowly, I think, although that's very close because Chelsea Lawson is up there as well. But Kirsty Simpson is looking for this one. I don't think we called that. It's going to be Kirsty Simpson surely now. Lucy Hope is trying to close, but she's not going to do it. Kirsty Simpson there. Wow. 103.14. Lucy Hope second, 103.91. Chelsea Lawson takes third, 104.79. Well, that didn't go according to what we thought.
No, she's absolutely delighted. You can tell as soon as she finished, she knew she had won. She's absolutely delighted with that swim.
Confirming that then, Kirsty Simpson first, 103.14. Lucy Hope second, 103.91. And Chelsea Lawson third, 1 and 3 there for Carnegie, with the best swimmer in third place. And we're just checking the positions there, and that was a new 18-year-old record there for Kirsty Simpson as well. So not only a gold medal, but a new national age group record as well.
Great swimming from Kirsty. She's had a little bit of trouble with her training arrangements over the last season or so. David Poole, our coach from Dundee, has moved over to Australia, I think. So she's been travelling back and forward to Carnegie. So it's good to see that she's got it stable now and it's working for her.
Yeah, that's the best backstroke swim I've seen from Kirsty all season, I think. And coming at a good time just as we come towards the climax of the year.
Hugs all round for Kirsty. She is absolutely delighted with that swim.
So back to the podium area. This is the 14-year-old girls. David Downey, the SASA president, doing the presentations here. Ivy Lauren Richter of Hong Kong gets the bronze medal. Charlie Cavens of Warrender. So another Warrender swimmer on the podium. Silver medalist, 107.37. It was Caroline McIntosh, a popular home victory. Takes the gold, 106.40. Whooping all around us.
Yeah, great swim from Caroline. Good to see her on the top of the podium. It's been coming for a long time. She's been putting that into practice and training for a long time. That's a good swim for her. Good to see it paying off.
On to the 15, 16-year-olds. Jane Bruce, the bronze medalist. 105.59. Was a PB, or certainly a season's best. 106.10 was her entry time, so you can't be too unhappy with that. And the bronze medal, Amy Duffy. Super swim from her, so nice little run from City of Aberdeen. Gold and silver in these two races. 104.66 for Ailey. And the gold medalist, what a swim there. 104.05 for South Ayrshire's Karen Reid.
Yeah, Karen Reid still 15, swimming in a heat with 16-year-olds, so kind of puts it into perspective how great her swim was.
And the 17 and overs will be next up. Bronze medalist Carnegie's Chelsea Lawson. 104.79. Silver medalist is Lucy Hope of Best. 103.91. And the gold medalist, Carnegie's Kirsty Simpson. That new 18-year-old record time, 103.14. It's never nice to lose, but I guess they'll be happy for Kirsty, the other two girls.
Yeah, definitely. It's brilliant to have friendly competition. I think if you get bitter about it, it hurts you every time you lose. But if it's friendly competition, it's brilliant to see your friends winning. Even though you're not the one that's on top of the podium, it is great to see your friends winning.
So, slight pause for breath here as we get ready for our next event, which is the boys 200 butterfly, starting with the 11 to 13-year-olds. They're about to make their way to the blocks. Kerry back with me to help us through this one.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. Ryan Retson's been a standout swimmer of this meet so far, but he'll be pushed all the way by Ian Fletcher and Tom Robinson, I think, in this one.
So the swimmers just getting themselves organised and coming to the blocks. In lane 1 from Warrender is Jamie McDonald. In lane 2, representing East Lothian, Finley Hart. In lane 3, representing Middlesbrough, George Crawford. In lane 4 from Ulverston, Tom Robinson. In lane 5, representing First, Ryan Retson. In lane 6, representing Mulgai and Bearsden, Ian Fletcher. In lane 7, representing West Lothian, Daniel Ferguson. In lane 8, representing South Lanarkshire, Stuart Brody. In lane 9, representing Carnegie, Harris Bruce. And in lane 10, representing North Lanarkshire, Craig Greenock. Yep, so you would think this will be a Robinson, Retson, Fletcher threesome. Daniel Ferguson had a good 1500 earlier on, so
yeah.
But his pacing 2:25 in the heats is a reasonable amount slower than the other three.
Yeah, I think it's going to be between the middle 3 lanes.
Retson, the fastest qualifier, 2:18.63, and well, when you get Retson into lane 5, he doesn't often lose. Off they go. And again, that breakout from Ryan Retson gave him about a metre on the others there. So we saw that in the breaststroke earlier, but it's not a natural breaststroker, but he's had terrific skills through the technical parts of the race, and that's given him the advantage here. In the 100 fly, Ian Fletcher was really impressive. He's in lane 6 here. And at the moment, he's a fair bit behind, a second behind in 3rd place, with Robinson just ahead of him. Retson, though, leads 29.39. And about a metre and a half separating Retson from 2nd place. Fletcher has moved into 2nd now, ahead of Robinson. So we said these were likely to be the 1, 2, 3, and certainly that's the way it's working. But not sure we expected Ryan Retson to be so far ahead. He's about 2.5 metres ahead at the halfway point.
Yeah, this is a big lead that Ryan's got so far.
It's nearly 2 seconds, 1:03.61 against 1:05.52. Tom Robinson just a metre back on Ian Fletcher, but Ryan Retson is taking charge of this one, it looks like. Now about 3-4 metres up here, and that lead is continuing to grow. I think we're up, I've lost count of the number of gold medals Ryan Retson has.
I think it's 5.
It's either 5 or 6. It'll be either 6 or 7 in a little while, I think.
Yep.
1:40.22, leads now by 2.4 seconds, so barring a disaster, this is going to be another gold medal for Ryan Retson. Ian Fletcher is pushing on, though. Well, let's not call this just yet, maybe.
Yeah, Ryan looks like he's tying up a lot here on this last length.
Well, Ian Fletcher maybe just smelling blood now. It's down to about a metre here. Retson, I think, is the danger, and maybe just finding something out of the tank here. He's holding it there, so it looks scary for a moment there. But Retson settled down and really did well there to fight that challenge off. But all credit to Ian Fletcher there. He made a real race of that down the last length. 2:17.90 for Retson, 2:18.43 for Ian Fletcher, and Tom Robinson takes the bronze, 2:23.52. The other swimmers still coming in, so we won't get confirmation just for a moment. And Ryan Retson about 7/10 faster than he was in the heat, but goodness, there was a twist in the tail nearly there.
Yeah, Ian Fletcher's last 50, he was just catching Ryan all the time, but Ryan just seemed to have an extra bit of something in that last 5 meters, so he managed to get that win.
So we're just waiting for that result to be confirmed. That's just taking a little while here. And then you'll get a chance to see it again. So they're looking fairly thoughtful about this on the pool side. Not sure why, but we'll find out shortly, I'm sure. I think there's just been a time adjustment there, it looks like. I think that was for Daniel Ferguson down in 8th place. So Ryan Retson then, 2:17.90. Second place, Ian Fletcher, 2:18.43. And Tom Robinson in third, 2:23.52. So Ryan Retson there, we thought he was home and dried at 150, but Ian Fletcher then came roaring back.
I know, what a stormer of a last 50 from Fletcher. A really, really good last 50, but Ryan did manage to pick it up just a little bit in that last 10 meters.
Yeah, he was very brave at the end there because he seemed to be in a lot of trouble halfway down the last length, but as you could see there, he gathered it all back again, and in the end, he was a couple of meters clear for another gold medal. So we're coming straight to the next race now, and this is the 14-year-old boys 200 butterfly, and at the blocks in lane 1 we have Benyo Juric of Warrender. In lane 2 for City of Aberdeen is Finlay Deans. In lane 3 representing the Borough of Stockton, Alex McNeil. In lane 4 representing Carnegie, Rory Lawless. In lane 5 representing South Lanarkshire, Ewan McComish. In lane 6, representing Winsford, Adam Blackshaw. In lane 7, representing Heart of Midlothian, Angus Johnson. In lane 8, representing First, Scott Lilburn. In lane 9, representing Brock, Luke Pearson. And in lane 10, representing West Lothian, Ryan Davidson. Ewan McComish, 2:21 dead in the heat. Adam Blackshaw, 2:22.36. Rory Lawless, 2:24.35. They're the fastest three. Angus Johnson not far away either, 2:24.56. He goes in lane 7. McComish, since he swam the 200 fly heats, had that 1500 freestyle battle against George Clough. Came out victorious in that. Can he come out victorious again tonight to make it a double gold day? So away we go. Good start in lane 2. Finlay Deans of City of Aberdeen had a terrific meet. Can he spring a surprise out of lane 2 here? Ewan McComish also going well now, so it's those two who are leading the field down towards the first turn. We'll see who gets to the board first. It is McComish, 29.98 from Dean's 30.26. Adam Blackshaw in third, 30.85. Interestingly, that's a slower split by about half a second from Retson in the 13-year-old final. This shows the quality of Ryan Retson's race there. But McComish getting into his stride now, this South Lanarkshire swimmer, and he is starting to dominate now. Blackshaw now just ahead of Deans in second place. Deans and Johnson battling for third. 1:03.96 is the halfway split. Blackshaw second, 1:05.88. Deans holding third from Johnson still. And Ewan McComish is looking strong here. about 4 meters up on Blackshaw. I think that's where first and second are going. I think maybe Angus Johnson has third place now, the hot swimmer in lane 7 at the 150. McComish turns for home, 140.16, leads by about 2 3/4 seconds. Well, I called it that couldn't possibly go wrong in the last race. Well, it didn't in the end, but it could have done. This time, I'm pretty sure we're not going to see any sort of upsets down this last length. Ewan McComish leading Adam Blackshaw. Then it looks like Angus Johnson is going to get the bronze, but he's some way back from the leading pair. And it's McComish by quite a margin now. A pretty dominant performance all the way through to 16.41, and a big improvement on his heat time. A big improvement on his entry time of over 3 seconds. So nice stuff from Ewan McComish. Blackshaw second, Johnson third. They're the 1, 2, 3.
Great, another great swim from Ewan there. His turns are really good as well as underwater.
So the 1, 2, 3, Ewan McComish, 2:16.41. Adam Blackshaw second, 2:19.33. And it was Angus Johnson third, 2:25.37. So seeing that one again, and absolutely dominated by Ewan McComish. And looking very strong, absolutely no ill effects from that 1500.
Yeah, he must have done something really good to recover well from that and do a swim like that tonight.
Yeah, very impressive stuff there. Ewan McComish of South Lanarkshire, a dominant performance there. And we move on then to our next final. 15 years, 200 butterfly. This one, I think, is up for grabs pretty much. There's a number of swimmers, I think, who could challenge for this one. Swimmers coming to the blocks, and in lane 1 we have Portsmouth North Sea's William Poynton. In lane 2 from Warrington, Adam Poole. In lane 3, I think we might, oh no, we have got the swimmer in lane 3, still at the back, from Aberdeen, Tom Bealey. In lane 4 is Mark Elric of First. In lane 5, Samuel Jones of West Lothian. In lane 6, Logan Darby of Middlesbrough. Lane 7, Ewan Ronald Northampton. Lane 8, Ross Leslie of South Lanarkshire. Lane 9, Oliver Kincart of Portsmouth North Sea. And lane 10, Murray Quellant of Aberdeen. And Tom Bealey very slow to the blocks there. I wonder whether he was going to swim there. I wonder if he's feeling okay. But he's up and ready, along with the others. So maybe it's just a tactic, we'll see. We start in lane 8 there, Ross Leslie of South Lanarkshire. So we'll have seen his teammate Ewan McComish triumphant in that last final. What can he do here out of lane 8? As I said, I think this one could be very close here. Nobody, I don't think, absolutely dominant here, so it's going to be who can pull out the performance on the night. And it is Leslie leads at the 50, 28.89. From second place, Samuel Jones. Ewan Ronald in third place. And Leslie's continuing to hold that advantage of about 1.5 meters from Jones. And then a group of them. Oliver Kincart in lane 9. But I think maybe now just coming up, Logan Darby in 6 in third place. Leslie and Jones almost together now at the halfway point. Leslie just with the touch still, about 1/4 second up, 1:02.37. But turn from Jones there, I think brought him up alongside, and Logan Darby is one to keep an eye on. Tom Bealey, I think can't be too much wrong with him because he's up there in lane 3. Mark Elric as well in 4. I think it's maybe Samuel Jones now has got the edge. Well, let's just see at this turn. It's close. It is Jones, 1:36.68, leads by half a second from Ross Leslie second, Logan Darby third. Samuel Jones then off West Lothian, looking to bring this one home now. So West Lothian have had some strong performances. I think this might be the first gold medal if it comes, although maybe Gulsimunal's got one. But yes, she thinks she has, but this is going to be a good one for them. Samuel Jones, he was fairly easy in the first half. He's really pushed it down in the second half. He's going to take the gold here. Comes in 2:09.95. Tom Bealey there, terrific last length from him. So well, there was me thinking he wasn't going to swim, and he ends up with the silver medal, 2:11.42. And Logan Darby in third place, 2:12.63 there. So Jones, 2:09.95 takes that. Confirmation of that result, Samuel Jones, 2:09.95. Tom Bealey second, 2:11.42. And Logan Darby third, 2:12.63. So that Samuel Jones there should be very pleased there with that performance. He was dominant down that last length, and an emphatic win for the West Lothian swimmer in the end.
Please welcome the medalists for the boys 11 to 13 years, 200 metres butterfly.
So we're back to presentations now. Tom Tracy, a former SASA president, making these presentations. The bronze medalist goes to Ulverston's Tom Robinson. The silver medalist, Ian Fletcher of Mulgai and Bearsden. And adding to a pretty copious collection of gold medals, Ryan Retson of first.
So is that his 6th one now, did we say? Or
it's
7?
At least 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing some consultation with the venue commentators. They think it's 6 as well, so we'll settle on 6 at the moment. You can tweet us if it's wrong. We did say earlier our arithmetic wasn't terribly good. The 14-year-olds now up on the podium. Angus Johnson, he's had a good meet. 2:25.37 from the Hart swimmer to pick up the bronze medal. Adam Blackshaw of Winsford gets the silver. Cheshire Bay swimmer. And the gold medalist, what a performance that was. South Lanarkshire's Ewan McComish. Really strong in that one. 2:16.41.
Yeah, so that's his 2nd gold today. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and a pretty impressive double as well. 1500 free, 200
Two of the
butterfly.
hardest events, I would say.
(16-17s) will be up next. Cue Mr. Campbell to say, I've arrived just in time for a cracker.
Well, I don't think this will be an amazing race for the gold medal, but I think it's going to be Ryan Brown against the clock in this 200 fly. For the silver medal, it'll probably be pretty tight, but bar a disqualification, I think this should be the Ryan Brown show.
So 2:06.48 was his time in the heats.
Chatting to him in the afternoon, he thinks he's capable of going 2:03.
Okay, Scottish junior records 2:03.60, so I wonder if that could be at risk here, if he is capable of that sort of pace. Just having the swimmers going through their routines, and we'll introduce them to you. In lane 1, representing Ren 96, Conor McNeil. In lane 2, representing Aberdeen, Alistair Robertson. In lane 3, representing Warrender, James Black. In lane 4, representing Heart of Midlothian, Cameron Finlayson. In lane 5, representing Best, Ryan Brown. In lane 6, representing Dumfries, Fraser Lowther. In lane 7, representing Carnegie, Cameron Nelson. In lane 8, representing Geary, Joseph Miley. In lane 9, representing North Ayrshire, Jordan Hughes. And in lane 10, representing East Lothian, Finlay Williamson.
I didn't see Jordan Hughes out there. He might sneak into the medals here.
Well, the well-behaved crowd really shushing down for that start there. And a good start from the Warrender swimmer in lane 3, James Black. 200 butterfly is very much his thing, so maybe not to be totally discounted here, certainly for a medal. But it's Ryan Brown getting into stride now in lane 5, and I think he has the lead now. Good swimming's over on the far side. Let's see who has the touch, though. Oh, it's still Black, 27.77 from Ryan Brown second, and Joseph Miley in lane 8 touching third there. 27.77, James Black split. Can he hold off Ryan Brown here? He's not having it all his own way in the first half at least. But I think it is Ryan Brown now who has emerged into the lead. James Black, though, is giving him a good run for his money here in lane 3. There's less than half a metre between them. Looks like Cameron Finlayson maybe just ahead of Joseph Miley in third place. So at the halfway mark, Brown 59.55, Black 59.68. It is Finlayson in third place, but a couple of seconds back now. Can James Black stick with Ryan Brown here? It is James Black, the 17-year-old, against the younger Ryan Brown, the 16-year-old. And coming up to the 150, Brown now starting to move clear here. So at the turn, well, it's not that much still. It's about half a second. 132.03 plays 132.56. I think 2.03 is probably unlikely now, but it's about 2 meters up, maybe 2-3 meters up now for Brown. He is strengthening as the race progresses. James Black, I think, pretty much assured of the silver medal. Joseph Miley, I think, now has third place ahead of Cameron Finlayson. That's a race for the bronze, but it's going to be Brown and Black. I'm going to take this one. We really need a white to finish us off, but it's Brown, Ryan Brown, 2:04.49 who takes it. James Black takes second, 2:06.35, and Cameron Finlayson just does enough to take the bronze medal in the end, finishing strongly ahead of Joseph Miley, 2:10.27. That result now summarised for you. Ryan Brown, 2:04.49. James Black, 2:06.35. Cameron Finlayson, 2:10.27. Well, we just wondered in the first half, but seeing them now in the closing stages and Ryan Brown taking control.
Yeah, down that last half. Down the second half, Ryan's always strong. He's typically just doesn't ever seem to dive when he's racing. But that was great, brave swimming from James Black. He was brave. He went out fast, which is takes a lot to do that in a 200 fly. So credit to him. He managed to hold on for the silver medal. Great time for him as well.
And the 18 and overs now coming up to the blocks. So, what's this one going to bring to us? Callum Reid, Felix Gifford, Alistair Miley, maybe the contenders here. Taking a while for the swimmers to get themselves ready here. Just that last slug of water. And lane 1 comes up, and that is Joe Steele of South Aberdeenshire. In lane 2 from City of Glasgow is Edward Gray. In lane 3 from Carnegie is Mark Sharanek. In lane 4 from Geary, Alistair Miley. In lane 5 from Warrender, Callum Reed. In lane 6, Felix Gifford from City of Aberdeen. Lane 7, Craig Bowman of Carnegie. Lane 8, Chris Lowther of City of Glasgow. Lane 9, Stuart McIntosh, City of Aberdeen. And in lane 10, Matthew Anderson of Warrender. Well, when I talked about Reed, Gifford and Miley, I was forgetting about Sharanek and Bowman just outside them. And maybe it's going to be the two Carnegie swimmers who will feature here in slightly unfamiliar lanes 3 and 7.
Yeah, I don't know what will be going through their heads right now. They've not had the best of meets, but they will definitely want one over our chum here.
So let's see. Well, terrific start from Sharanek there.
Yeah, great start from her again.
And Craig Bowman is his nearest challenger as they go down the second length. So watch over the lanes there. Lane 3 through to lane 7. The two black caps there. Sharanek goes in 3. Bowman in 7. Let's see who has the touch. And it is Bowman, 26.98 against 27.22 for Sharanek. Third place over in the far side. Stuart McIntosh of City of Aberdeen. He's had a strong competition. Just seen his sister Caroline picking up gold earlier on.
That was a quick first 50 from Craig Bowman.
Well, Stuart McIntosh is right there with the two Carnegie swimmers. Coming to the halfway point then. And it's not clear who's going to get this at all. Sharanek now into the lead, 58.37, 58.67 for Bowman, 58.74 for McIntosh. Sharanek looking good, but Bowman is tracking him. McIntosh still up there in lane 9, so not often in a final you see a battle between lanes 3, 7 and 9. And that's what you're seeing here as we come towards the 150.
Looks as though Stuart is just taking the lead, yeah.
130.48, Stuart McIntosh. Can he bring one over the two Carnegie boys here, or will they come back roaring into the final 50?
Here comes Bowman.
Bowman in lane 7, and he's maybe up by half a metre now over McIntosh. Sharanek in third place. And it's looking good for Craig Bowman now. Can Sharanek go past McIntosh for second place? He's not going to catch his teammate. It's going to be Craig Bowman who takes this one. Terrific swim, 2:02.82 for Craig Bowman, pretty much on his entry time and in heavy training. That was a superb effort from Craig Bowman. Second place, Mark Sharanek does make it a Carnegie 1-2. 2:03.93 with Stuart McIntosh. That was a terrific swim from Stuart. 2:04.59. He came into this meet 2:04.91, so a nice 3/10 improvement for him.
Yeah, good swim from Stuart. He'll be happy with that. But those times for Carnegie lads, I think, considering the meet they've had, they've not really been that close to their PBs, so they'll be delighted with that swim, I would say.
On the replay then.
Bowman just that last 50, he's saved himself. Knew he's experienced in the fly, so he knew how much he would have left to give in the last 50. And just took it out of those guys.
Yep, and in the end, it was a pretty emphatic victory for Craig Bowman, and a great performance from Stuart McIntosh to pick up that bronze medal just behind the two Carnegie swimmers.
He's got such a nice long stroke, Bowman. Always going to be good for the 200.
So we're back to the podium, and this is the 15-year-olds. Picking up their medals. Logan Darby from Middlesbrough gets the bronze, 2:12.63. Silver medalist is Aberdeen swimmer Tom Bealey. Very strong finish from Tom, 2:11.42. He absolutely tore up that last length. But he couldn't quite catch this man, West Lothian's Samuel Jones. He picks up the gold medal, 2:09.95.
Impressive swim that from Samuel. Pretty emphatic win in the end, but Tom Bealey was coming back at him.
So the 16, 17-year-olds next to make their way to the podium. Cameron Finlayson of Hearts, the bronze medalist.
He's had a good meet, Cameron.
There's been a few good swims from the Hearts crew. Cameron's done his bit, 2:10.27 there. Came into the meet 2:11.52. Be happy with that. James Black, we talked about him earlier. Really good swim, 2:06.35. And the gold medalist from the borders, 2:04.49, Ryan Brown. Race that we've just seen. They've got themselves sorted and coming onto the podium. Bronze medalist from City of Aberdeen, Stuart McIntosh, 2:04.59. Silver medalist Mark Shiranek, 2:03.93. Very strong swim there from Carnegie's Craig Bowman for the gold medal, 2:02.82. So relays will finish off an eventful evening session. Seems to have whipped by this session, and still got 3 relays before we're done. Starting with the girls 10 to 14 years. Medley relay. So lane 1 will be East Lothian, 2 is Best, 3 City of Aberdeen, 4 is the team from First, 5 is Heart and Midlothian, lane 6 is Warrender, 7 is South Lanarkshire, 8 Dundee City Aquatics, 9 City of Aberdeen, and Broch go in lane 10. So there we go, leading off for Hearts, Lexi Waller in lane 5, I guess will be expected to give a good start to them, but a terrific start there in lane 3 for City of Aberdeen's Caroline McIntosh. So 2 backstroke gold medalists in the pool here. McIntosh in the 14 age group, Waller in the 13s, leading off their respective teams, City of Aberdeen and Heart of Midlothian. I think maybe Hearts have the edge now as they come to the turn. Yes, they do. 32-28, 33-24 for City of Aberdeen in second. Warrender in third, Niamh Ritchie, the silver medalist in the backstroke earlier. So they're the leading 3 teams, and they've opened up a healthy gap over the rest of the field now. Hearts. So we saw Lexi Waller at the top of the podium. We've seen Angus Johnson. We've seen Cameron Finlayson on the podium. Can they cap it off with a relay win here? They would love that. Second swimmer for the Hearts team is Megan Pathal on the breaststroke leg. 1:05.72 was the time for Megan, taking it on with a 2-second advantage over Warrender, Jessica Damon handing over to, Jessica Damon taking over rather from Niamh Ritchie, and in third place City of Aberdeen, Ailsa Duthie for them, and I think maybe moving into second place now. First trying to get into the action, Lucy Allen taking on from Katie Taylor, but it's still Hearts have the lead halfway through the breaststroke, but that lead is shrinking. 1:45.30, just 3/4 of a second up on City of Aberdeen, with Warrender now in third place ahead of first. City of Aberdeen rapidly closing the gap here.
Yeah, this is good leg from Ailsa Duthie here, but Hearts have got Kiana McInnes in the next leg. She's a really strong fly swimmer, so expect them to be strong again in this fly leg.
So there's about half a metre maybe separating City of Aberdeen, who now have the lead, and that's increased to about a metre now. So really good leg from Ailsa Duthie. She's done her bit for the cause, and she is going to hand over to Yasmin Perry. As you said, Mark, it is Kiana McInnes going in for Hearts. She's got a gap to make up of about a second and a half. Third place is now first. Taking it on for them, Kirsten Laurie, and for Warrender it's Taylor Finlayson. So these four, 3 of them will get medals, 1 will miss out. Hearts are coming back now at City of Aberdeen. Kiana McInnes closing up and maybe going past now. Coming up to the 250 mark as they turn, not a lot in it. It is Hearts with the lead, 1/4 of a second up on City of Aberdeen, 3:00.52. And Kiana McInnes will now be looking to open that gap up and give a good advantage to the anchor swimmers. Sophie Annan waiting to go for Hearts. It's Heather Mulvaney on the blocks for City of Aberdeen, and there's around about a 2-metre gap between the two. First still have third place. Kirsten Laurie's had a good leg. Lauren Pirouet waiting to go for them. So Hearts have the advantage then. 3:36.88, plays 3:38.99. Can City of Aberdeen make up 2 seconds here? I think they're the only one with a shout here. First, I think, are looking good for the bronze medal, but it would be a big surprise to see them catch the swimmers ahead of them. And Hearts still have a good advantage as they come to the final turn. Let's check the gap between the teams. 4:06.98 for Hearts, 4:08.95. It's still 2 seconds. And then another 2 seconds to Lauren Pirouet of first. Lauren is making ground here on City of Aberdeen. So can First sneak a silver medal here? They're not going to get the gold. That's going to go to the Heart of Midlothian team, surely. Heart of Midlothian, their team are getting excited on the side of the pool because they are going to get relay gold here. It is Heart of Midlothian bringing this one in. Medley relay plays right to their strength. 4:39.90, they take it. Second place, City of Aberdeen, just holding on there. Heather Mulvaney, a gutsy swim for her to keep the silver in these parts ahead of the first team. Lauren Pirouet nearly caught up, but in the end, it'll be bronze medal for the team from Falkirk. So we'll just wait for that result to be confirmed. We're expecting the Hearts, City of Aberdeen, first order. Not yet up there.
Never quite sure with the relays.
Yeah, we were tempting fate, Kerry and I, earlier on, saying we haven't had any DQs on the changeovers. Let's hope that we didn't scupper it. But they're taking a while here, and that must make people nervous. Oh, and there is a disqualification, and it's lane 4 first. So that bronze medal is not to be, and that means that South Lanarkshire get promoted into bronze medal position behind Hearts, the winners. So they are first, 4:39.90. Silver medalist City of Aberdeen, 4:42.19, and South Lanarkshire, the bronze medalist, 4:46.90. So the replay of that finish, and there was never really any doubt of Hart's victory there. Once Kiana McInnes got in the water anyway on the fly's leg.
Yeah, Sophie Allen had a really nice swim as well. She probably quite nervous going into that, but she kept her nerve. Really cool, nice, controlled stroke. Good swim.
So we move on then to our next final. This is the girls 15 to 18 medley relay. Very quickly go through West Lothian in 1, First in 2, South Lanarkshire in 3. Run through the rest once they're underway. So just going through that again, West Lothian in 1, First in 2, South Lanarkshire in 3, City of Aberdeen in 4, Carnegie in 5, East Lothian in 6, Warrender in 7, South Ayrshire in 8, Mulgai and Bearsden in 9, South Aberdeenshire in 10. So Kirsty Simpson fresh from that gold medal doing the backstroke leg for Carnegie. They will be hot favourites, you would think, here.
Yeah, the Carnegie team are really strong. So strong that Chelsea Lawson didn't even make. She was in the B team this morning, so to keep her out of the team, it must be a decent squad.
And the swimmer keeping them out of the backstroke. I think that decision was vindicated by the individual race earlier on. Kirsty Simpson is doing the business once more here for the Carnegie team, reprising her performance in the individual final early on. Second place is tight one between East Lothians, Rachel Sharples and Karen Reid, who we saw having a terrific backstroke. She going for South Ayrshire, younger than the other swimmers here. 103.66 there is the split there. And Carnegie continuing to look dominant here into the breaststroke.
Yeah, Rachel O'Donnell's got a really strong breaststroke. She's not going to be caught in this leg. Erin Robertson's given it a decent go over on the far side.
Yeah, some real talented youngsters in that South Ayrshire team, so it's nice to have Karen Reid and Erin Robertson on the first half of this medley relay. Both gold medalists in their respective strokes, but it is Carnegie with the advantage. Going nicely for East Lothian. Emma Crawford battling for second with South Ayrshire. Around about 3 metres back on Carnegie. Rachel O'Donnell. It's still hard to call for second place. Maybe East Lothian just edging into second now. So good leg from Emma Crawford, but it's Carnegie coming to the halfway point. 2:16.04. Picking it up. Tane Bruce on the butterfly leg. She's up against Raquel Matos for East Lothian, so they've got a strong performer here. Maybe she'll make some ground on Tane here. Still it is South Ayrshire in third, Lucy Illingworth, but coming up hard on them, Katie Stark doing the butterfly leg for Warrender. Tricky decision, I guess, for them whether to put her on the fly or on the freestyle. They've chosen the fly.
Seems to be working. She's really blistering down this first half.
So it's still Carnegie's Tane Bruce from Raquel Matos, although the lead has shrunk somewhat. Raquel Matos is continuing to work hard. And there's about 2 metres now between them. But Tane Bruce, I don't think it's going to be too disconcerted here. She is handing over a good advantage for the freestyle leg, and it's Samantha Caulfield taking it on, 3:18.40. East Lothian 3:20.60, so 2.2 the gap. Warrender now up in third after a good leg from Katie Stark. Kimberly Mackay on the anchor leg for them. For South Ayrshire, it's Michelle Hoffin, and South Lanarkshire behind them, Lisa Curry. But at the front, surely East Lothian will not catch Carnegie now. Final turn for Samantha Caulfield, 3:45.48. She leads by about 2.25 seconds now from the anchor for East Lothian, Gillian Clark. Gillian maybe making a little bit of an impact on that, but it's academic really. It's about times, because this is going to be our Carnegie victory. They're about 3-4 metres up now. These two teams dominant over the other ones, but it's Carnegie taking the honours here. So let's just check their time. 4:16.06. Oh, so close to the Scottish club record. That stood at 4:15.74. So only 3/10 out of it. A good silver medal for East Lothian, 4:18.25. And Warren, pretty emphatic bronze medalist there. Kimberly Mackay getting the job done for them to take them to the podium, third place podium. Summarised there for you. Carnegie, 4:16.06, take it. East Lothian second, 4:18.25, and Warren the third, 4:27.63. So dominant performance really from Carnegie. Pushed a little bit in the latter stages after the fly from Raquel Matos, but East Lothian were never going to get there, Mark.
Yeah, Gillian Clark tried her best in the freestyle as well, but with the meet Sam Caulfield's having, she was never looking likely to get caught. Sam kept her head down into the finish, kept her cool. It's not easy, you can easily lose your head in a relay, so well done to her. Just to be so close to that Scottish record as well, with the youth of that team is very impressive.
Yeah, excellent stuff from the Carnegie team there. And we move now to our last race of the day. Day 4 is almost done, but before we go, we've got the boys 15-18 freestyles 4x100 relay. Quickly run through the teams. There's 9 of them in here. And we've got East Lothian in 1, Warrender in 2, Dumfries in 3, City of Aberdeen in 4, Carnegie in 5, Warrender in 6, South Lanarkshire in 7, West Lothian in 8, and Perth City in 9. So 2 Warrender teams, the Warrender B team in lane 2, the A team going in lane 6. So Carnegie were emphatic winners of the girls medley relay. Can they double it up with a male win here? McLean, of course. That man again.
Oh my word.
I guess you think that's good then. 24.59 for his first 50.
He's just gone for this first 50. I love watching him swim. He's just attacked every single race.
And he is absolutely dominating the first leg here. Warrender battling with West Lothian for second place. Dale Whalestead and Alex Forsyth. But Craig McLean, 51.95. Terrific swim there. Second place, Warrender, 53.89. Third place, West Lothian, 54.39. I think this looks like it's being about who's going to get second and third, as Mark Sharanek now picking it up on the second leg for the Carnegie team. There's Warrender in second, Daniel Lim doing the second leg for them. West Lothian have David McDonald. I think they might come under pressure here. Number of swimmers gathering behind them. Lane 3 are up there. That is Dumfries with Fraser Lowther. And also South Lanarkshire with Angus Barr. But they're all quite a way behind Carnegie. And then Warrender clear in second. Halfway point, 1:42.44. Mark Sharanek hands over to his brother, Jack. He has a lead of 5 seconds. For Warrender, it's James Black. South Lanarkshire now in third place after an excellent swim from Angus Barr. Ross Leslie taking it on from them. So they are now looking fairly comfortable in third place, but they're a long way behind the leaders.
Jack Saranek actually looking great in this leg as well. He's really attacked that first 50 like the rest of his team.
So he is proving himself to be up to the challenge to be amongst the other 3. Jack Sharanek having a great week, and he is about, well, let's have a look, about 10 metres, nearly 10 metres up as we come to the final swimmers. And fresh out of that butterfly, it's Craig Bowman. 2:36.53 is the time as he goes in. He leads still by 5 seconds from Warrender. James Black hands over to Henry McKenzie. In third, South Lanarkshire. Their only threat is City of Aberdeen. Jack Ness on the anchor leg for them. Can he pull this back and get City of Aberdeen on the podium?
I think Jack will maybe fancy his chances here. I've seen him having a wee look before he dived in.
No doubt about the gold medal though. Carnegie are well away. Warrender are being caught here, so this is all getting tight here. Jack Ness has moved City of Aberdeen into third place. Can they go one better? Watch out as well for the Warrender B team with Daniel McGregor pushing on. But here are Carnegie into the last couple of meters. Bowman brings them in 3:28.67. Absolutely emphatic. Warrender A team in second place. And it is City of Aberdeen in third. Arms raised in the stands for that one from the home supporters. Bronze medal there. Didn't look likely halfway through, but Jack Ness showing good form there to bring them in at the end.
Yeah, Coast led off with the youngsters and brought in the older lads to the second half, so well played from them. But excellent for Carnegie. Such a good team.
Just summarising that result then, Carnegie 3:28.67, emphatic winners. Warrender, the silver medalist, 3:36.62, and City of Aberdeen 3:39.14. The replay coming in absolutely dominant throughout, and Craig Bowman, the final swimmer, looks like he doesn't want to lead the pool here.
Yeah, he'd be pretty knackered. He's had his 2 in the fly, which was an epic swim really, and that's another one there. Just doing it for the team. Obviously, he could have taken it easy, but not resting in his laurels. Love to see that in a relay.
So, nice shots of the underwater camera showing the swimmers coming out after our last piece of action from the evening. So, Mark, that's been, well, it feels like it went like an absolute flash tonight.
Yeah, it was a quick session tonight.
Highlights for you?
That last relay was quite impressive for Carnegie, but I don't know. It's been a fantastic night of racing.
Yes, it has. Absolutely superb. Yeah, some really good swims throughout. Just looking through, we had that Cameron Muir, Craig McLean contest in the breaststroke.
That was good. Hannah Miley's 2 in the free was also quite impressive. 2 minutes point is a decent time.
And then remember the delight on Lexi Waller's face as she picked up gold in the 13-year-old 100 backstroke.
Yeah, that was great to see.
And then following that and immediately afterwards, Caroline McIntosh for the home crowd, putting them into raptures.
Yeah, Caroline's family were just sitting down in front of us. I was watching them go wild as she came in, so excellent for her.
And in the 17 over in that same 100 backstroke, it was great to see Kirsty Simpson leading that one in. So all round, well, what was the highlight? Well, lots and lots of highlights there.
Yeah, there really was.
And we'll finish off with the presentations.
I think if I had to pick one highlight, it probably would be Kirsty's swim. You could see the almost relief on her face to get back to some kind of form, so delighted for her.
And I'll go with backstroke as well, but Lexi Waller for me. That was a super one. So our presentations then. Forbes Dunlop, the Scottish Swimming Chief Executive, doing the honours here, and it's the teams from South Lanarkshire picking up the bronze medal in the 10 to 14 girls medley relay. Team Meredith Scott, Katie Donald, Bethany Brody and Nikki Miller. And the silver medalist, City of Aberdeen. Just talked about Caroline McIntosh, and she's getting a silver there with Ailsa Duffy, Yasmin Perry and Heather Mulvaney. And the gold medalist, Heart of Midlothian. They're getting a big cheer as well from the crowd. Lexi Waller, Megan Pathal, Kiana McInnes, Sophie Annan. Very impressive leg from Kiana McInnes there. So we've still got a couple of relay presentations, but just as we draw breath while they take photos, just another chance to thank the sponsors for their support in this event. Our event partner, Aberdeen Sports Village, sponsors Scottish Gas, Speedo and Scottish Salmon. The support always gratefully received from Sport Scotland. We'll be back racing at 8:45 on a Sunday morning. Remember, you can join in all the action by tweeting us, #SnagsLive. Check us out on SoundCloud, Flickr and Instagram. That's our next presentation on the way. It's 15 to 18's medley relays. Bronze medalist Warrender, Charlie Cavens, Emma Chittleborough, Katie Stark, Kimberly Mackay, the team there. That's a young team there. Silver medalist East Lothian, Rachel Sharples, Emma Crawford, Raquel Matos and Gillian Clark. They put up a good fight, but they couldn't cope with the speed and all-round skills of the team from Carnegie, the gold medalists. The Carnegie teams, Kirsty Simpson, Rachel O'Donnell, Tane Bruce, and Samantha Caulfield. So one more presentation. Just a reminder what's coming up tomorrow. Girls 200 breaststroke. That'll be followed by boys 200 IM, always a good one. Chance to see Mark Sharanek again. Girls 100 butterfly, Raquel Matos will be looking for gold in that one. Boys 100 freestyle, always good there. Mark Sharanek could well be back in action there. Then we've got the girls 1500, not too often swum. Finish off with medley relay. So that's what's coming up tomorrow morning. Our final presentation underway now. City of Aberdeen, that bronze medal. Jack Watson, Cameron Arnott, Eddie Watson and Jack Ness. Terrific anchor swim from Jack Ness there to bring them through. After good work from his teammates. Silver medalist Warrender, for a moment, I thought they might be caught, but they held on. Dale Wellstead, Daniel Lim, James Black, and Henry McKenzie, the Warrender team. And the gold medalists. So, in the 15 to 18s, they won in the girls medley relay, and they've won in the men's freestyle relay, Carnegie. As we've seen all week, the Carnegie supporters rapturous in their appreciation of their team. Craig McLean, Mark Sharanek, Jack Sharanek, and Craig Bowman. That is our final piece of business. There's the photos taken. Catch them on Flickr. The formal ones from the podium, the informal ones of all the fun and games around the pool. Well, that's just about it from us then. It's been another great evening. My thanks to co-commentators Mark Campbell and Kerry Buchan. I'm Duncan McKinnell, and that just about finishes off day 4, so I'll wish you a very pleasant Saturday evening and look forward to your company again for day 5, the final day of competition of the 2014 Scottish Gas National Age Group Championships. Look forward to that. See you tomorrow.